So, as we discussed about biology, we say that biology is the study of living organisms or is the study of life. You just study about life. What is your life about? Uh, Study about your body, how your body is. You need to study about, we are part of the living organisms. The living organisms, we have also said there are plants such as trees, grasses, flowers, things that are around us. Uh, we also have animals, uh, birds, insects, and so many others. So sometimes you need to ask yourself, where do they get their energy from? Where do they get their energy from? How do they move? Or we use the word locomotion. How do they locomote? Yeah. Another one we also ask ourselves, what are they made of? What are they made of? Yeah. Are they made of plastic, wood, or how are they made of? Why are we made of flesh and not even wood? That's some of the questions that we ask ourselves in biology. When we study biology, we can learn more about different aspects of life. Yeah, how life comes up, how life evolves. That's why you see the doctors are working hard to treat people because they have learned about study of cells. They have learned many about how human life can be treated, how the blood cells, how they are functioning in a human cell. Yeah, and we also discussed about some of the branches of biology, the branches of biology. I hope we also discuss these are things that you need to know them offhand. You don't need to read them every time, but you need to learn them, put them there. For example, we've learned about taxonomy. Taxonomy is the study of classification of living things. That's what I know. Yeah, the study of what? Classification of living things, how they are identified and what makes them similar, yeah, or different. That is taxonomy. You're also going to look at microbiology, the study of microscopic living things, microscopic, such as bacteria, and we have both said viruses. Like now we have COVID virus, we have AIDS, which came as a virus, the disease that attacked people, viral diseases. Yeah, they are very dangerous right now. They're very dangerous. It has attacked the whole world. The whole world. We are hiding ourselves into our houses, covering our masks, our faces because of that disease. We don't know where it comes from. Yeah, so we are also being cautioned that when you touch things or touch people, you need to wash your hands. Make sure that use your sanitizers to wash your hands so that we can prevent this COVID-19 that has attacked the world. So, those are the measure precautions that you need to follow. And we also have another branch is cytology. Cytology is the study of cells and which are the building blocks of our organisms, the study of cells, how we are made of cells, our body is made of cells. So we're going to study what is this cell about. We have the animal cell. Is the animal cell same as plant cell? We need to know this Bible. Yeah. If you study that, you need to know the plant cell. You need to know the animal cell, how they are arranged, what is inside the plant cell, what is inside the animal cell, and all these you are going to learn them. And you in senior one, if you get this introduction, it's going to go move. As you go to senior two, if you go to senior three, you are going to study more about what we have about these branches. We also have microbiology, the study of microscopic living things. What is microscopic? You define. Yeah? They can't tell you in exam. Define these terms. Microbiology, the study of microscopic. From the word microscopic things. Yeah, things that you can't see with your naked eyes. Even if you open your big eyes, you can't see them, but you must use an electronic microscope to see them, or we have light microscope and electronic Well, there are some schools that have electronic microscopes which are very expensive, but still they are being used. So we also have genetic. We also discussed about genetics is the study of how characteristics of living things are passed from one generation to another. Genetics, yeah, our generation, you look at the way we look at, the way we do things, the way animals do things, how do they behave, the behavior of animals, yeah, how they are being transferred from the the ones that are there currently, and the ones that are there, the animals that are there, we look at the ones that are there in the past and the ones that are there and what will come in future. So genetics is very, very, very important in our life. We also have ecology, is the study of interaction between living things and their environment around. So how do you interact yourself? Interaction means that how do you make use of them? How do you cope with them? How close are they connected with you? Do you need something? What do you need for you to survive, to make a living? What do you need? So environment around you, does it make you live? Yeah. Environment, like right now, we need oxygen. We need oxygen. Yeah. We need oxygen. If the oxygen will be polluted with other chemicals, then we all die. We all die. And how can we how can we prevent other air pollution? Yeah, we have even our environment wherever we are. How can we maintain oxygen around us? How can we clean up our compound to make the clean compound the fresh oxygen air around you? So we are going to see how they interact. We also look at entomology, is the study of insects. Entomology is the study of insects. You look at, there are some insects which may come up. You don't know how some of them may bite you, and then you find yourself, you have some pulled, and you wonder why. Yeah, what has affected? Like for example, there's some current years in Nairobi, we had a Nairobi fly. It used to bite people, and after biting people, the people they become protruded, their faces. Yeah, the people suffered about Nairobi fly. So I don't know. We have some insect that came recently about locusts that came and attacked people. Yeah, these are some stranger things that we had, and we were what? So the people who have studied about entomology will come up and know what this insect, if this insect is very dangerous, is not for human being. How can we destroy it? Some may come and attack the children. We also have mosquitoes. That's why we say every time we need to use mosquito nets to cover ourselves. Because if you just sleep where there is mosquitoes, they bite you and then you get malaria. So you find yourself, you are sick of malaria. So we are advising ourselves and the people around, maybe the tropical regions, they use mosquito nets, they cover themselves into the mosquito nets. But we have some places where people don't know about what is mosquito net. They don't know about mosquito net. They just sleep. Yeah, the sub-Saharan desert there. They don't know about mosquitoes. So there are places where mosquito can survive. There are places where mosquito cannot survive. So, the people who study entomology will tell you more about this mosquito. There's some mosquitoes that spread malaria, Anopheles mosquitoes, by the way. That's what I know. And there are those that do not. So you'll find out they do not. Yeah, there are some mosquitoes there in India. They just move. They bite people, but people don't get sick. Yeah, we did some research about the mosquitoes, and we found they are different. There are those that will give you malaria. There are those that does not. Yeah, it doesn't mean that your cells, it determines your cells is maybe your blood. No, it's about the types of mosquitoes that are in the certain area or the climatic region. So let's look at another one branch that we discussed about the biotechnology, but it's the study of use of biological processes in research, industries, agriculture, and waste management. We also have another one is anatomy, is the study of the structure of the living things. So these are the last one we have here as I scroll my laptop. We also have physiology, the study of living things and their different parts of function. I have discussed with you this so that you may catch up with them. You need to understand them. You need to understand. You need to put them onto your head so that you sit somewhere and try to write them. What is entomology? What is genetic? What is taxonomy? Yeah, what is physiology? Try to write them, try to do them at your own so that you know whether they are going to catch up with you or not. Scientists who study biology are known as biologists. So those we have biologists. There are many reasons why we study biology. One, it improves our understanding of diseases and their causes, prevention, and treatment. So biologists, they are very important people in our life. Right now, they are working out to find out how they can prevent this virus of COVID. Without them, then we cannot survive, we cannot live. They have been working hard on how they can prevent Ebola. They are still working out to find out the disease, the medicine, how to can cure AIDS. They are still working out for cancer. They have some diseases that cannot be treated. Yeah, cancer. We have arthritis. We have some comes like Ebola. They come fast and they kill people within an area. Yeah, we have had some. We have had that Democratic of Congo. Now there is an outbreak of Ebola. There is an outbreak of COVID. Look at those diseases. If COVID comes, outbreak of Ebola also there. I think there is a problem, and we need to pray that Lord may cover us, and we may at the end we may find the solution, and I believe that we're going to have solution about it. So let's go on. Let's go on. We are saying that it improves our understanding of diseases and their causes. What is the cause of this disease? Yeah, we need to find out the cause of COVID. Yeah, and how can we prevent it? How can we treat it that it will never be again? That is what the biologists are working out right now. Another one is it helps us to meet the needs of a growing population. For example, through increased food production. Yeah, well, in the past we used to grow food crops, not even growing. In the past, as the historian speaks about the earlier man, they used to go for hunting and gathering fruits and crudes. Yeah, if we were still living in those generation, in that generation will be right now, then many people will have died because hunting is no more. Yeah, so we have come up with some types of foods, crops, and we have genetically modified foods that are made from other foods that are there, and it makes life quicker. We have the ways we can store the foods. We have some food that have been discovered by scientists, whereby they are being discovered so that we can find out a way we can grow them in different climatic conditions. For example, if you plant maize, you cannot plant maize in all areas. Let me give Africa. No, yeah, in the Saharan desert there, you can't plant maize. We have certain maize that you can plant in such areas. We have sub-Saharan desert, tropical regions. We have some seeds that have been discovered by the biologists. So if we don't have such, we have different types of crops with different areas. This is the work of biologists. Without them, these are things that cannot come up. So we have types of maize, we have types of beans, we have types of bananas, we have types of cassavas, we have types of so many fruits, goods and fruits have come up, and it makes our living very easy. As I said, it helps us to meet the needs of a growing population. For example, through increased food production. Yeah. Another one, the third one is we can understand the variety of living organisms and on earth, living organisms on earth, and also and why we need to look after all of them. Yeah, living organisms on earth and how we can care them, how we can live with them, or that those that are very useful and those that are not, we need to know. Biology and biologists are working out for us and they give us information about it. So as you study biology, don't say that me, I will not be a doctor, so I don't care about this. No, it helps us even in our society to identify things, to find out how things are coming up. Yeah, identify how you can come up with something, invent something, yeah, that can help you to move your living or your life to another generation. We can also appreciate how all life on earth is connected. It helps us to make decisions about our own health and form. Our opinions and controversial issues such as organ donation. Yeah, yeah. As we talk about health forms, yeah. If you just sit there, somebody has a problem with the kidney. Let's talk about the kidney. If you have a problem with the kidney, yeah, we've heard of kidney transplant. Yeah, that is very serious and that is just a miracle, let me tell you that. But the biologists have come up with a way of transplant. Yeah, I heard of my friend who had a problem with kidney. He went for transplant and he's alive. Eh? Thank you God that he's alive. Without the biologists, I would have lost him. I would have lost him. So it's very, very important. Very important. The kidney transplant, they're coming up even with the heart. The heart transplant. We have so many things. They can take out your eye and put there another eye, and you just see. Yeah, they remove your teeth. They put there artificial teeth. So that you may find people have all the teeth. If you count them really, there are those that are artificial. Yeah, there are those that are artificial. Yeah, we have some things that may help you for hearing. Yeah, there are so many things. We have skin transplant. They can change your skin. Maybe you have a problem with skin. They can change your skin. And there's so many. We have operation. This all comes by the biologists. They have come up with methods, ways of treating and making human being to live again. Yeah, and all this is by the grace of God. We need to study this, and as we thank God for giving us all these ideas, because in the past people could have died. Yeah, people can just die because of that. Yeah, people died. Small sickness, somebody just died because of what? The outbreak of diseases were there from the past. So people used to die. So without scientists coming up to discover what is this, yeah, to prevent all this, even right now we don't know how COVID spreads and how it comes. It comes to you, even if you are in the home there. If you don't make use of sanitizers very well, you find you have COVID in your home, in your own home. It is there. Yeah. So what we need to do? How does it spread? How and why? What are we supposed to do? Yeah. So the people are in fear. To remove out fear, remove out the fear. If you have fear, it means that you don't know how to discover something. Try to do something. Prevent. Use your sanitizers. Clean your hands. Yeah. Clean the places you are touching. Anything that you share, touching. Clean. Even the door of your toilet. Clean it. The doors on your house. Clean them. The tables where you sit. Make sure that you clean them. Anything that is touchable. Make sure that you clean them. Drink a lot of water. as we look for the prevention, of and treatment of COVID. As you also drink water every time you drink water, and which is also very important. As we look at that, I think that is we are going to discuss and continue later. Please, if you find my channel, don't be too much selfish. Kindly please subscribe so that I can find a way of helping other friends connectively. I have been discussing biology and health science in Senior 1, Rwandan schools, and I hope it also helps some friends from Kenya who also called me and requested me for the lessons in biology. I think also you are going to benefit from it. I also know friends from Netherlands and United Kingdom. They also requested me for this, so I hope you're going to enjoy. And the other friend in Uganda also requested. I hope if you click subscribe me, you are going to find more, and you're going to find notes I'm going to send for you, so that we continue with these lessons while we are at home. This is the simplest way we can learn, my friend, as we wait to go back to school. But if you stay home without doing nothing, my friend, we are all dead. I wish you the best. Thank you. Bye bye.